Hello everyone, we're here to talk about negators and UMAs in Undead Unluck. Negators are people who have been granted powers to negate certain rules or principles imposed by God. UMAs, on the other hand, or unidentified mysterious animals, are creatures created by God. They embody the rules that negators can nullify. We'll talk a bit more about them later. There are two types of negators: self-targeting and external targeting. Self-targeting negators are only able to use their abilities on themselves, while external targeters can use their abilities on anyone or anything other than themselves. All negators have a condition or conditions that need to be met before activation of their abilities. Each type of negator can be further subcategorized based on their method of activation. First is compulsory activation. This type activates once a condition has been met, regardless of the user's will. And voluntary activation, that activates when the condition is met and the user wills it to activate. The name of the negator's abilities are always prefixed by the word un, followed by the specific rule they are negating. Their abilities seem to evolve or improve depending on the user's interpretation of the rule. For example, Undead Andy, after training for over 50 years, he managed to improve his abilities, which are supposed to just negate his own death. I say just negate his own death like it's not an OP ability on its own, but he managed to improve it to a point where he can control the speed at which his body regenerates, and using the momentum from his regeneration to increase his speed and power of his attacks. He even uses it as a way to propel himself in the air and essentially fly. When a negator dies, their abilities are passed on to a different human. The awakening of their abilities are sudden. Because of this, the first time their powers appear, some sort of tragedy usually follows it. Like, for example, when Chikara, the negator with the ability Unmove, an external targeting compulsory type, when his ability to stop the movement of anyone he looks at while standing still first activated, he accidentally froze his parents in the middle of the street. Then, a truck driver who fell asleep came barreling towards them just outside of his view. Since he didn't know what was happening, he chased after them, but as soon as he moved, he turned off the ability and the truck killed his parents. Now, onto the not so creatively named Unidentified Mysterious Animals, or UMAs. While negators negate rules or principles imposed by God, the UMAs are creatures presumably created by God Himself that embody these rules. Capturing or defeating them is part of quests given out to the Union members from the artifact Apocalypse. UMAs are large, bizarre-looking creatures that embody a specific rule that has been imposed on the world by quote-unquote God. They can be categorized into phenomenon types and concept types. Each has a radius in which they can enforce the rule upon anything that enters. And each UMA has abilities unique to them based around the rule it embodies. UMAs can also create offsprings called juniors. These offsprings can be created when a UMA enforces its rule in a certain way. An example being the zombies created by UMA Spoil. These monsters can use their offsprings in order to gain access to a new form referred to as Phase 2. The true form of a UMA is a core in their center. This core appears like a sphere with the UMA's face on it. Destroying it is the only way to truly kill them. When reduced to this form, they lose their strength and physical abilities. However, they retain their otherworldly powers, such as Spoil's aura of decay. And that is all for this video on negators and UMAs. If you like this video, hit the like. And even if you didn't like, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, consider supporting this channel by pressing that big red subscribe button. Thank you all, and take care.